A good way to start conversations about death and dying is with compassionate curiosity and kindness and being ready to listen.
We find it hard to talk about death for a number of reasons. People often have misperceptions, fears, anxieties, which perpetuate that barrier, that sort of lack of willingness.
Some people will want to talk about it and some people won't. And I think that's all you can do is give them an opportunity to talk.
It's important to talk about it. It's very important for me to be able to talk about my son. 95% of what I talk about in terms of Charlie is just a normal child. It can feel awkward, but I think the loneliest time is when people don't try and deal with the scary emotions that it might bring up for them.
People don't talk about palliative care more because they think it's the end of life, whereas it's not really. It's a stage of life.
You don't want to dwell on their diagnosis all the time, but you do need to acknowledge it and to talk about it to the level that they want to. The way you can do that is ask open-ended questions like, what's that like for you? What does that mean? What do you understand? How's that going to impact, on your life? And I guess give them the opportunity to either respond a lot or a little bit.
Palliative care is all about care from the heart, and it started with some really difficult conversations about the things I'm most afraid of at the end of my life. And since then, it's just all been living my best life and putting connections in place for supportive care. The palliative care team in Canberra came around to our house and got involved, and we spoke about what we wanted to do for Charlie. How long do we have? What can I expect as a parent? I can have those discussions in a palliative care setting and they're not as awkward because it's just part of what the team does and it's just part of life.
Don't say to someone, oh, he's had a good innings or he's lived to a ripe old age. The length of their life is irrelevant at that point. It's more important what they did with that life than how long it was. Don't say to someone who's been diagnosed with a life-limiting illness that it'll be okay. You're tough, you'll get through this. That doesn't help them at all. And in fact, it takes away from their ability to express their fears and concerns.
If you don't know what to say, don't say anything. Pop your hand on the shoulder and say, I don't know what to say. I think being present and being comfortable sitting with someone in a space is really important.
I think when we're talking about life-limiting illness with people, there's no one-size-fits-all. And in my way of thinking, my way of working, it's always really been about being guided by the person in front of you and what's important to them. So it's about testing out and exploring with them what information they want, how much they want, when do they want it.
Someone once said to me, none of us get out of this life alive. It's about normalising death as part of everyday life.